أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وقضى ربك ألا تعبدوا إلا إياه وبالوالدين إحسانا إما يبلغنك عندك الكبر أحدهما أو كلاهما فلا تقل لهما أف ولا تنهرهما وقل لهما قولا كريما. And your Lord has decreed that you not worship except Him, and to parents good treatment, whether one or both of them reach old age, while with you say not to them so much as oof, and do not repel them, but speak to them a noble word.
Parents are the closest people to children, those who will be the model of children from childhood in the best way. But nowadays it's not like before. Since the beginning of this age of technology, parents expose their children with gadgets since they were young. Meanwhile, children's childhood is a time of brain development where parents can teach them about variety of new knowledge that is more beneficial. Statistics in 2019 shows that 78% of parents allow their children to have gadgets. This figure seems to show that society is now too attached to gadgets. It cannot be denied the latest technology such as these gadgets has many benefits, but if this exposure is directed at children earlier, it may have more of negative effects than positive. Sometimes, parents' business is the reasons why they give their children the gadgets. More specifically, gadgets are also a tool to quiet down crying children, put them to sleep, fill in their bored time, and much more. However, those times are very valuable time for parents to spend time with them. So, do parents know about the risk when they are adults?
According to scientific studies, children aged 2 years and under who are given gadgets have a high potential to get autism. Many cases of autism have been reported as a result of excessive use of gadgets. And in terms of psychology, these children are not good at interacting with people because they only interact with the screen. Thus, they pay less attention if the teachers do not diversify the colors in the learning process. While in terms of personality, children are less polite and more prone to tantrums, especially if they are forbidden to use gadgets. If they watch good things on their gadgets, then their personalities are good. Otherwise, it will be the other way around.
The Prophet said, "Man la yarham, la yarham." Whoever does not love will not be loved. So, hadith narrated by Bukhari and Muslim by Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu anha. Wa qala alaihi salatu wassalam, "Inna fi jannati daran yuqalu laha darul farhi, la yadkhulu illa man faraha sayyiban." The meaning is that there is nothing heavier in the scales of believer on the day of resurrection than noble moral. Sahih hadith narrated by Tirmidhi and authentic by Sheikh Al-Albani in Sahihul Jami'. The way to teach children the Islamic perspective is that there are 3 stages. At the first 7 years of age, parents should educate such a child as the king. For example, give all the desire of children, because at this age the brain begins to reach 90% of the size of an adult. Children at the age of 7 are good period to teach children because they are easy to learn. At the age of 8 to 14, parents should teach their children to be independent and disciplined. Parents should
tell their children to do things on their own. For example, sweeping the trash, washing them and folding their own clothes. According to scientific study, by the age of 8, the brain continues to develop and turn into an adult. When the child is 15 years old, parents should treat the child like a friend according to Sayyidina Ali message to educate your child according to the times. According to science, brain development is very fast. Children learn how to think abstractly.
For this solution, parents should set a good example, like avoid playing on the phone in front of their children because children are easily influenced by their parents' behavior. Parents need to communicate with them regularly. For example, parents should ask more about objects or animals they don't know and play with them. Last but not least, parents need to monitor the use of gadgets by children. Social sites and the internet easily display advertisements or videos that children should not see. Parents need to take care of children when they play with gadgets and make sure that children are not exposed to inappropriate things that can influence their minds. For example, videos that display violent acts.
In conclusions, based on the discussion for the use of gadgets in children's education, we need to understand that technology is a tool that can provide benefits as well as risks. Islamic science also emphasizes the concept of amanah or responsibility in the use of technology. Although gadgets can increase access to knowledge, we also need to handle them wisely. Too much reliance on technology can also bring risk to a child's social and emotional development. Children's education with gadgets should follow Islamic principles that emphasize moral and ethical values. Therefore, let us together make the use of gadgets in children's education as an effort that follows the principle of Islamic science, forming a generation that is knowledgeable, moral, and responsible.